everybody. So this video, which is number 5 in a series for manners for kids, is about something very important. So Teddy and I are here today to talk about word choice. Okay, so why is word choice important? I mean, if you say, for example, I want, why is that not the same as I would like? Well, Teddy, what do you think? What do you think, Teddy? You think it's the same? No. Teddy says that it's about how people feel those words. Absolutely right, Teddy. So remember from my other video, you speak the words and you hear the words, but you also feel words. And so when you say certain words, like for example, I hate versus I don't like, that can make people feel differently because we don't just speak the words, we don't just hear the words, we feel the words. So you could hurt somebody's feelings by saying the wrong words. You could make somebody sad by saying the wrong words. You could make somebody not understand you. Maybe you wanted to say one thing, but they heard something else because of the words you used. So we don't want that, right? We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. We don't want to be misunderstood. We want to make sure that the words that you're saying are exactly what you want to say, not something else and being confusing. So that's why word choice is so important. Also, to be better understood means you'll probably get what you want. So for example, if you say to mommy and daddy, this is a really good example and Teddy's gonna help me, I want cookies. Who says that? What child says that to their parents? I don't know, my daughter definitely says this to me. So Teddy's gonna help us out with this one. Okay, so he's saying, I want cookies. Okay, so when he says I want cookies, or if my daughter says I want cookies to me, I hear, okay, that's not very polite. That's not making my heart feel like I want to give her the cookies. So a much more polite way would be to say, I would like cookies. Please is even better. Add the please in there. So you're better understood. And if you're better understood, you're probably going to receive that which you are asking for versus if you were saying, I just want. Okay, so there are so many different words to choose. How do you filter in your brain the best way to say these words when you have so many words going on in there and you're learning so many words? Okay, so that way you need to do is you need to exercise your brain. Just like you exercise your body, you need to exercise your brain. And how are we gonna do that? We're gonna do that through the word choice game. Okay, so the word choice game is a great game because you can play it with your parents, you can play it with your brother and sister, you can play it with your grandparents, and it helps you exercise your brain. So eventually, these words will be there immediately. You don't even have to think about them because it's like breathing. We breathe all the time, right? We don't think about what we're doing. It just happens. That's what's going to happen after you exercise your brain using the word choice game. So let's start. Okay, so Teddy already started here with I want and I would like. So let's go to my next one. So this word, shut up. Okay, so instead of saying shut up, which again, you hear that word. When you hear that word, you don't feel that word very well. That's not a very feel-good word. So we should say instead, please be quiet. So say your brother or sister are driving you crazy. We're all here together inside all the time. What should you say? Instead of saying shut up, you should say, please be quiet. Okay. Another one is I hate. So this word is actually not used in our house because I think this word really hurts the heart. I think this word really can hurt people if they hear it and also can hurt you if you're using it the wrong way. So we don't use that word. We use the word I don't like. So instead of saying I hate broccoli, you could say I don't like broccoli or I hate that game. Instead of saying that, because when we hear that, the hate, it holds such strong emotion behind it, it can hurt our heart. And so instead of doing that, and instead of being misunderstood, we should use the word I don't like. It's a lot lighter, it's not as heavy, it doesn't hurt the heart as much, and yet you still communicate so you're understood that you don't like something, but it's better than hate. Okay. Listen to me. Okay, so imagine that mommy and daddy are talking, they are not paying attention to you, you're interrupting, you've tried interrupting politely by saying excuse me, but it's not working. So then what do you say? Do you say excuse me again? I think so. We're not gonna say listen to me, mommy or daddy. We're gonna say excuse me, because trust me, that one will definitely work. Listen to me is a little bit tougher. This one again is heard and goes to the heart, not in a very good way. It's a very aggressive way. So instead of being aggressive, we should be excuse me versus yelling listen to me to mommy and daddy. Okay. Give me. Okay. Give me that. Give me this. First, we're missing a please here. But also the way of saying this is another way where it goes into your ears, into your heart, and it doesn't sit very well. It's not going to be understood very well. And you could hurt somebody's feelings if you're saying this to them, because maybe they feel that that is like you're being very upset when you're saying it. So instead of saying that, we should say, may I please have. So instead of give me that ball, which could maybe somebody may seem, this person doesn't like me the way they're speaking to me. Instead you say, may I please have that ball? And that way you sound like a much more polite child, and people are much more responsive. That whoever you're asking the ball from will be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. It just, the way we hear words, it makes us feel certain ways. And those feelings really can affect how we respond. And you want people to respond positively to you. You want them to be happy with you. You want them to engage with you. You want them to be friends. All these things happen if we use the correct words. So parents, if you would like, you can screenshot these. I can hold this up, and you can just do this at home on any printer. Just, you can write them on paper. I did them in red and in green, so that way the children that cannot read yet, they can just associate by color and by what you say. And the red, they realize this is the wrong thing. So you can, when you say, for those that can't read, give me, and they see it's wrong, the red, it's the association or color association. May I please have versus the green, like red, stop, green, go, like the street lights. Okay, so I hope that helped today. Please give me any feedback. Please leave any comments if there are any other words. I'm going to leave all of the words options in the comments below. But if you have any other suggestions or ones that you found that have been really effective, please let me know. And please check out the other videos in the series on Manners for Kids and share with any parents that could use this help. Okay, thank you.